Let me strengthen Stephen A's argument right here. The Dallas Cowboys, their offensive yardage, 77% comes from the air.
Now, y'all heard that man. That man not lying. That man not telling tall tales. So if 70% of our offense is through the air, what does that tell us as an organization? Like, check this out, Cowboy Nation. I was blessed enough to grow up and live and have a good relationship with my grandparents. One of them is still living to this day. And as your grandparents get older, they start to lose certain capabilities and certain functions. Jerry Jones is getting up in age. So I'm starting to feel like Jerry Jones is losing certain capabilities. Because if we see certain things as a fan, how is it that he don't see it as an owner and as a GM? He see what's going on in the culture around the league. So how is it that he don't see it? And I don't want to hear nothing about we don't have the money and all that other stuff. I don't want to hear that because we all know that's not true. We all know that's not true.
So it's telling you are all in to throw the ball around the yard. They got no run game. Their defense is getting exposed because they can't stay on the field, extend drives, do all those kinds of things.
Preach!
When you talk about putting Adams opposite side of CeeDee Lamb. I played on an offense with Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison. Had a great tight end in Dallas Clark. That we made hay with that. No different with Ferguson in there, those two guys. And then Stephen A. made a good point. Keep Cooks in there, run him at slot, make him do some different things. If Jerry Jones wants to show that he is all in, this would be the move that he makes. If he doesn't make it, he's showing his fans this season we're not going to push. We're probably not going to make the playoffs in all honesty because they don't have enough. They have put too much on Dak Prescott. And in a game which has moved to the run game for the most dominant teams in the NFL, Dallas didn't even enter the sweepstakes. They didn't go buy the ticket. So they have no answer for that. So I will strengthen his argument in saying if you're 77% of your offense is throwing it, go get Davante Adams, go make it happen.
Cowboy Nation. Man, that man up there preaching. Nothing he said was false. Nothing he said was inaccurate. I thought when I was listening to that segment, man, I thought I was in church the way that man was up there spitting that gospel. I thought I was in church, YouTube, but then it got me thinking. Word came out that the Dallas Cowboys was interested in Davante Adams. So why would they be interested in Davante Adams if they really not going to really make a real push for him? Then I start thinking, you got to think like Jerry. Why would Jerry do that? What do Jerry like most, Cowboy Nation? Publicity, the camera, the spotlight. That's what Jerry liked. So then I was thinking, okay, this is a setup. Check this out. A helicopter, Jerry? Really? A helicopter? Hey, man, if you have been a Cowboy fan for a long time, this ain't even news to you, man. You're not even shocked. Now, a lot of y'all probably thinking, like, what this got to do with Adams? Let me tell you what this got to do with Adams. Let me break this all the way down to you. This was a premeditated publicity stunt. So what Jerry gonna do, I'm gonna put it out there in the media that I'm interested in Adams. You know what I'm saying? That'll draw a lot more attention to the Dallas Cowboy Stadium and Dallas Cowboy practice field. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a lot of people ear hustling, trying to see what's the news, if we talking to the Raiders and stuff like that. And I'm going to land my chopper on the practice field while these dudes is having practice. Jerry Jones is a trip, man. That man is a straight trip. Then he go over there and holler at Dak Prescott. Hey, I just gave you $240 million, boy. Need to get you one of them. Hey, man, as a GM and an owner, man, I can't stand Jerry ass. But this dude right here is a stunner, man. This dude right here, man, is a straight stunner. This dude like to be in the spotlight. This dude like the cameras, man. He'll do whatever it takes. But let's get back on topic. Why do I think the Dallas Cowboys should get Adams? Not only because we need him, because you don't want somebody in your division to go grab him. You already made a mistake with Henry that he came back and bust our ass. Don't do the same thing, Jerry. Don't do the same thing. And y'all probably wondering what I'm talking about. Check this out.
I absolutely love him with the Washington Commanders. And I look at that division first and foremost. The Cowboys, we haven't seen much from them. The Philadelphia Eagles look like they don't want to play for their head coach at this point. And the New York Giants are still figuring things out. So I look at the Commanders where you're going into the season, you're like, all right, we drafted a rookie high. We're trying to build for the future. And then Jaden Daniels gets out there and it's just like, my goodness, this kid is good. You put Davante Adams opposite of Terry McLaurin, and you guys are talking about winning one-on-one and matchup issues. What those two can do with Cliff Kingsbury, what he's already done in this offense, all you got to do is get to the dance when you start talking about the playoffs. If you're the Commanders, you have a chance to win that division and get there. And hell, let's see what a guy like Davante does to that offense.
Now, y'all see what I'm saying, Cowboy Nation? Is y'all picking up what I'm really putting down? I need y'all to understand this. Now, as a Cowboy fan, man, I kind of know we're not going to get Adams. I kind of know Jerry Jones is cheap. We all know that. But at the same time, Jerry, why would you not? You think Dan Quinn won't go try to get Adams just to throw it in your face? Yeah, he would, man. And then they messing around and re-sign him, and we got to deal with this dude twice a year. Jaden Daniels already over there balling, and you put Adams on that side of the ball. Now, I'm not saying he's going to Washington, but as you heard, man, said, Washington interested. Come on, man. Come on, man. Jerry Jones said, you don't know the check I would write to try to win another Super Bowl. Well, write that check then, Jerry. Write that check. Now, I know we bringing up the rookie Ryan Flournoy. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But how would it look? CeeDee Lamb, Ryan Flournoy, and Davante Adams. Come on, man. Come on, man. Because you know our defense is depleted. It's depleted. And they couldn't stop the run when they wouldn't deplete it. So what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to outshoot teams. We're going to have to outscore teams. We're going to have to get into shootouts. Do y'all remember that game back in the day with Tony Romo and Peyton Manning? It was like 45-48 or something like that. And Tony Romo threw a late interception and Indianapolis ended up winning the game. We're going to have to get into stuff like that, man. We're going to have to get into games like that. We're going to have to get into straight shootouts. And Davante Adams will help us out in that department. But we all know we ain't getting him. We just keep it real. We just keep it real. But can I hope? Can I wish? You know what I'm saying? Now, we all know Jerry Jones don't listen to us, the fans. He don't listen to us, but he listened to his homeboy, Stephen A. Smith. So check this out.
It's the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's who the hell should get them. I mean, this is Christmas come early. I mean, they are the gift that keeps on giving. Of course, the answer to this question should be the Dallas Cowboys. Did you just sign CeeDee Lamb to all that money? Did you just sign Dak Prescott to all that money? Didn't you fail to get Derrick Henry and then watch him run roughshod all over you and stuff like that? Could you imagine what the Dallas Cowboys would have been if they had a running back to hand the football to, so you didn't have to put everything in Dak Prescott's hand?
Now, if you watch my channel, you know I don't never agree with Stephen A. Smith. I never agree with this dude. But in this particular situation, he ain't lying. You did just pay Dak Prescott that money. You did just sign CeeDee Lamb. You got you're trying to sign Micah Parsons next year. If you were just going to tank the season away, you could have just let Dak Prescott play out his contract and walk and threw Trey Lance in there. Man, this dude is not lying. Keep going, Steven.
But you didn't do it. So if you're not going to give him a running game, you know what you have to do? You have to give him a bevy of weapons. Have a Davante Adams, join a CeeDee Lamb with a Brandon Cooks, and say, all right, fine, we going to fling the damn football. That's what Kellen Moore wanted to do when he was there. That's what Mike McCarthy lied and said he wasn't going to do until he booted Kellen Moore out and then came in there and took over play calling and did the same damn thing himself, if not even more so. That's what you got to look at. The Dallas Cowboys have some cap space. All right, we know that Davante Adams going to get over $36 million in 25 and 26, but that don't have a damn thing to do with right now, okay? You get him right now. You get him in camp. You get him in uniform. You restructure his deal, and you march forward. Why do you want to do this, Jeff Saturday? Why do you want to do this, doggy? It's very, very simple. You invested this money, $60 million in a quarterback. You got to make him look good so you can make yourself look good with the investment that you made. And then when you take into account how Dallas defense has been struggling, how teams have been running roughshod over them until they ran into the New York Giants last week, okay? You still don't believe they can stop a cold, which means in order for them to compete for this season and salvage this season to some degree, you're going to have to put up points. How do you do that? By throwing weapons out there. You go and you get a Davante Adams. You tell them about America's team. You tell them about the marketability that comes with being successful in a Dallas Cowboys uniform. You show them that $1 billion playpen, and you say, damn it, this ain't Vegas, all right? It's better than Vegas, all right? And that's what you do. That's what the Dallas Cowboys is the team that should be making this move. Now, they won't do it. They won't do it. But the fact that we know they should, and we know that this is an ingredient to their success, but that they probably will drop the ball on this too, makes me smile.
All right, YouTube and Cowboy Nation, there you have it. Now, like I said, I'm not delusional enough to think that Jerry Jones is going to go get Adams. I'm not. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I think Jerry Jones put his name in the hat as far as getting Adams to bring in more publicity and more eyes and more ear hustlers so he can land his damn chopper on the practice field and make a grand entrance. That's just the Jerry Jones way. But what if we did get Adams? Could y'all picture that lineup? CeeDee Lamb on the left, Adams on the right? Man, we'd be out here giving defense fits. But like Stephen A. Smith, and the reason he was laughing, because we all know the Cowboys should do it, but Jerry Jones won't do it. And it's not about money. It's not about money. The man didn't even go get Henry, didn't even pick up the phone and call him, but they're going to tell me they called Adams where his salary is way higher. I don't agree. I don't know. I don't believe that, man. I just don't believe that. I think Jerry Jones premeditated a publicity stunt to land his chopper on the goddamn field. Sometimes it's hard being a Cowboy fan, man. It's really hard, but I love my team. But until the next one, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man, and jump in that comment section. Talk to me, I'll talk back. Peace.